and she will command them. Sometimes she goes as far as holding a cane. Everybody, kneel down here. If you come late, I will not serve you. If you don't wash your plates, I will not serve you. And instantly, Ese poured the food away, claiming she had mistakenly hit the plates. Iyabisi was so furious and shouted at them, "Corpers, how dare you pour my food away?" In a lively village, there lived a chubby woman named Iyabisi. She was famous for her delicious food, especially her big pots of jollof rice that seemed to have magical flavors. Every day, villagers flocked to her store, eager to taste her meals. Little did they know that Iyabisi had a secret that no one else could see. Everyone thought she was just a good cook and vendor, not knowing she was evil. You see, the thing is that Iyabisi has 2 horns on her head that no one saw. Only those with spiritual signs can see the horns. But unfortunately, nobody in the village has that gift of seeing spiritually. She has an imposing figure and commands her customers. She will go ahead to say sometimes, "Make sure you wash your plates before coming to me. Everybody line up," to the extent that she threatens them not to come back again. And you see the villagers begging, "Iyabisi, please don't go. Iyabisi, we love your jollof rice. No problem. We will wash our plates. We will even wash the pot for you even. We can sweep your compound and do anything you ask us to do, as long as you keep bringing your jollof rice, Iyabisi." And she will command them. Sometimes she goes as far as holding a cane. "Everybody, kneel down here. If you come late, I will not serve you. If you don't wash your plates, I will not serve you." And the villagers will keep trooping in and out, begging Iyabisi. And they still pay her, of course. If only they knew Iyabisi was evil, nobody could see the horns on her head. As far as they were concerned, they only saw a chubby woman who sells a delicious pot of rice in the public. And no one knew where she cooked her meals from, as she never cooked in the restaurant. Neither do they know her house. They only see that she has arrived at the store with her hot pot of jollof rice, and they didn't care to know, as far as they tasted her food. Despite the large pot of rice she sells daily, she never had a staff to assist her, not even one. She does everything herself at the store. Different people came to seek for a job at her store. "Iyabisi, you don't have an assistant. Neither do you have a staff helping you at all. Please employ us. We would like to work for you. At least let us serve your customers for you." And Iyabisi will instantly dismiss them, saying to them, "Did I tell you that I need a staff? I can do everything by myself. Or is my jollof rice not sweet enough? Don't worry. You don't have to bother. I don't need a staff. Please just live here." And you will see the people going back. The mysterious thing about Iyabisi's food that the villagers did not know was that anyone that eats her food automatically loses their destiny, because Iyabisi uses it to fortify herself. Pregnant women lose their pregnancy few weeks after childbirth. They lose their baby. Any single woman who eats her food automatically has a spell on them that makes them remain unmarried until at least 70 years. Different mysteries kept happening in the village, but no one was able to connect the dots, and they didn't even care. As far as the jollof rice kept on coming, everything seemed to be okay to the villagers. While the villagers saw Iyabisi as a warm-hearted vendor who was determined to serve them hot pot of jollof rice, a young girl called Amina, with a strong sense of humor and instinct, began to notice an unsettling pattern in the way Iyabisi operates. One afternoon, Amina watched as a young woman who had just lost her baby came to Iyabisi's store, eager to buy a meal, looking sad and was crying about the loss of her baby, and almost fell. Instead of helping her, Iyabisi said to her, laughing, "Don't worry, my dear. Just enjoy the food and forget about your baby. The food is of more value to you than your baby after all. That is why you are always here to buy food." Amina was surprised at what Iyabisi said to the woman, a woman who had just lost her baby. She thought to herself, what is wrong with this Iyabisi? How can she say that to her customer? She can't even be polite or nice to this grieving woman. Anyways, I feel there is something wrong with Iyabisi, and I must find out. Another time, Amina and Kofi, her friend, sat nearby and overheard a conversation between two villagers. "I swear, I keep forgetting things after eating Iyabisi's food," one said, scratching his head. "I can't even recall what I did last week." The other nods, looking troubled. "I thought it was just me. My husband hasn't been himself lately. He just wants to eat and sleep. All he does is to go to Iyabisi to eat." Amina feels a chill. Could Iyabisi's food be causing this? She thought again. As Amina digs deeper, she witnessed Iyabisi performing small mysteries every morning each time she arrives with her hot pot of jollof rice. One time, she saw Iyabisi stirring a pot with strange herbs while whispering to herself. The steam from the hot pot of jollof rice steamed higher as Iyabisi kept on stirring. Amina realized that Iyabisi is using herbs to enhance her magical powers, binding the villagers to her will. She summoned courage and confronted Iyabisi. She said to her, "Iyabisi, I know you are evil, and I promise to find your secret and expose you very soon. Bet me." Iyabisi did not respond. Instead, she gave a mischievous smile. The very next morning, Amina was found lifeless in her bed. The villagers mourned her loss, never knowing what truly happened. The villagers gossiped and spoke about the death of Amina that morning in Iyabisi's restaurant. And Iyabisi said, "Oh no, what could have happened to that strong, determined girl? Oh, she was my very good customer. She even came directly to me yesterday. Oh no," she cried along with the villagers who were also crying for Amina at her restaurant. But no one knew exactly what had happened to this innocent young woman. Iyabisi's food continued to become the center of attention in the village, and her powers grew stronger. And still, no one could see the two horns on her head as it remained invisible in their eyes. One day, two strangers arrived at the village. They were NYSC youth corpers. One is called Dele, while the other one is called Esse. The youth corpers were sent to serve in the village for 1 year. Dele was a ras man who never cared about anything. He heard about the delicious pot of jollof rice Iyabisi sold and decided to have a taste of it. Esse, on the other hand, was a more reserved and quiet girl. He said to Dele, "Dele, that you've been hearing about how delicious this woman's hot pot of jollof rice is does not mean you should test it immediately. Besides, you don't even know the sauce. Why don't you wait to observe carefully before you eat?" But Dele refused to listen. "I will be fine, don't worry," he said, brushing off Esse's warnings. "I want to test this famous rice. I'm very sure it will be very delicious, just like that of my mother." Esse kept trying to convince Dele, but all her actions were of no fruits. She decided to follow Dele to the restaurant just to see the environment and how things are playing out there. As Esse and Dele arrived at Iyabisi's restaurant, Iyabisi welcomed them with so much joy and said, "Oh, coppers, welcome to our village. I am so happy to have you in my restaurant. I like your outfit. It fits you very well. Sit down, let me feed you a hot plate of jollof rice. And Iabisi served them the jollof rice. Essie refused to eat, claiming she was very full and would eat some other time. Dele, on the other hand, picked up the 2 plates of rice since Essie refused to eat and said, if you are not eating, me, I will eat it for you. And he started to eat the food. As he takes his first bite, he felt an odd sensation wash over him. The taste is unlike anything he's ever had, rich and comforting. He turned to see Essie, who was looking at him with so much disdain and seriousness, sensing the dark energy emanating from Iyabisi. Dele kept on eating, but he felt a sensation and said to Essie, Essie, I don't feel good about this food. I think I should stop eating it before this sensation gets worse. I feel strange, as if something is walking into my body. And instantly, Essie poured the food away, claiming she had mistakenly hit the plates. Iyabisi was so furious and shouted at them, Corpus, how dare you pour my food away?